Hey, I shared this story as part of a blog that I was just posting, and I wanted to share part of it here. It it's funny. It happened like more than 20 years ago, and yet it's still fresh in my mind in some respects, and some of the details are completely gone. Memory is amazing how that happens. So, for example, I can't remember the guy's name. I don't remember where he's from, but I certainly remember this one main article of clothing. So I worked at a summer camp for probably, I think it was about 3 years. I ended up working there. And one of the counselors that came in from one of these camps was a very unique, a particular type of person. He was very noticeable what he wore and how he acted, and he was weird. He was a weird guy. He was a weird guy. Really nice guy, and I'm sure he ended up being a phenomenal person in all respects. But as a 15-year-old man, sub-man, pre-man, all I noticed was that he was weird, to be quite honest. And one of the things that he wore is like a monkey backpack, like the kind of backpack in retrospect that you would like let a toddler kind of walk around in with a leash, essentially, so that you could pull them around and make sure they didn't get into too much shenanigans. So this backpack he wore, and it didn't carry very much, but it was with him. And one day, I mean, I really hope I wasn't rude about this, and I hope I didn't come across the wrong way. I probably did. But what I wanted to just kind of ask him was like, why would you wear this when there were other options at your disposal? Why be this weird? Like, why stand out like this? And he said something to the effect of, at least this is what stuck with me, I don't mind if I'm weird. Christians are supposed to be weird. I don't mind if I'm weird. Christians are supposed to be weird. And I tucked that kind of in the back of my subconscious, and it's been cooking there for 20 plus years now, and has reemerged recently in a way that I'm kind of processing. And I've written a little bit about it on my blog. You could take a look at that if you'd like to, but just in essence, I'll say this. He was kind of right. And yet he might have also been kind of wrong. What are we actually called to be? Are we actually called to be weird? Or are we called to be a certain kind of weird? Is it enough to just be abnormal? Or are we actually called to be a different kind of normal, a new normal, as terrible as those two words have become for us in the last little while? Anyway, something to think about. If you ever see this, whoever you are, Marjorie Cal, Caton's Island, sometime in the 90s, monkey backpack, you're an inspiration.